Good evening, divas and gents, ladies and gentlemen. We are here tonight for another hot show with the Connie Reeves Show. My name is Connie Reeves, and I am so delighted that you have decided to tune in tonight on WNRR Gospel 1380, the original one of a kind. We also stream live globally at WNRRgospel.com, where we are heard all around the world. And I have my two co-hosts on to help me tonight talk about a very hot topic, something that people are really getting into now is exercise and trying to get their groove on, get their sexy back. You know, that's what everybody is talking about. So I have on the East Coast Mr. Omara Bird. And how are you doing tonight, Mr. Bird?
I'm doing extremely well, Miss Connie Reeves. Glad to be on another radio show talking to the people about important information dealing with their health. And I need to be exercising more myself as well. Older you get, the more exercise you need. So I'm ready to hear some tidbits on the show myself.
Yes, that is so true. Everybody needs to be exercising. And we have an exercise physical expert on the call, which is our other co-host, Coach AJ, Angela J. Neely. How's it going, Coach AJ?
Oh, Connie, it is going wonderful. Glad to hear your voice. Hello, Amar. Glad to hear your voice as well. It's always a pleasure to work together.
Yes, it is a pleasure to work together, and we are essential product and service brokers. We have the opportunity to market some of the most finest, most healthiest, most incredibly outstanding products and services with our business. Now, our business is just that. Our business. We do our home business. We do our business as we like to do. We are in business for ourselves. We're on the show together because we do not do business by ourselves. We work together to support each other, and we are allowed to distribute some very fine products. Our theme now is living a better life. And we have a new product that is called HI5 Fuel, that is a fast-acting energy drink that improves focus and does a few other things that I'll have Coach AJ talk about in a few moments. It's a new kind of energy with a powerful blend of ingredients such as a little caffeine, B vitamins, and niagen. And that's product, an ingredient that we are very proud of in our business is niagen because it is the next generation B vitamin that is known as a miracle molecule. It acts as a metabolic booster, igniting your metabolism. Niagen not only invigorates your body, but also your brain. That is really awesome. And I believe there's 3 products that we market that has niagen in it. The HI5 Edge, the HI5 Fuel, and the HI5 Lean. Is that correct, Coach AJ?
Absolutely. All 3 contain the wonderful niagen, which is B3 niacin with nicotinamide riboside. So it's far beyond just the first generation, if you will, of niagen, and we have it in our fuel and in our lean and in our edge.
And so give us some information about this HI5 fuel. That's a really catchy name.
Well, the fuel, what's the fuel in your tank is the best question. And really, the fuel works with the nutrients or the metabolites that you ingest in your everyday breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it is best served to a person through their diet. It's a 2-ounce bottle. It's in a liquid format, has a citrus flavor, but it's comprised of a series of ingredients. Some are anhydrous, which means dry, and hydrous means made with water. So the caffeine portion is anhydrous. It's about 225 milligrams, but we make it into a solution. So the solute would be a solid form of caffeine, and the solvent would be a water-based, typically what we call distilled water that doesn't have any ions in it, but simply just pure water, normally at a pH of a 7.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have any questions at this point? I don't want to leave you behind. I want you to have the fuel in your tank and go with me.
Now we're going with you. We're riding all the way right now.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So the caffeine that's in this 2 ounces is 225 milligrams. Grams.
Okay.
Excuse me. The guarana seed is one of the ingredients. It also contains about 180 milligrams of caffeine, and it's in an extract form. There's green tea leaf extract, and then, of course, the niagen. But if I go backwards from there, that's at the end of the process. If I go back to the very beginning of the list of the ingredients, there's something called L-phenylalanine. That's an amino acid. Now, an amino acid, and by definition, is something that, when I use the word, let me say essential amino acid, is something that must be put back based on our diet. It does not stay in our system naturally, but we must have it. And so water and amino acids make up 80% of our body mass, just to give you a familiar picture. Amino acids come together to build muscle. We have to have muscle around our skeletal system in order for us to walk upright, run, jog, sit, stand, smile, all of those kinds of normal bodily functions in our everyday lives. Those are all an overview of the ingredients, and pretty interesting, to say the least.
It is very interesting. And I know that, everyone is getting into exercise and living a healthy life. And I was reading this article in the National Health Services from the United Kingdom that was talking about that exercise can reduce your risk of major illnesses such as heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and cancer by up to 50% and lower your risk of early death by up to 30%. Exercise is really a free, easy to take, and has an immediate effect on our bodies. It says that exercise is the miracle cure we've always had, but for too long we've neglected to take our recommended dose. Our health is now suffering as a consequence. And I guess what they mean by it's free and it doesn't cost anything, because God has given us legs to walk, and we should be out walking and being active, or even with our arms, we can do certain exercises. I know my personal coach taught me how to, when you're in the kitchen, to just do a simple exercise with the sink, where you just bend and like you would do a sit up. You can do I don't know what she called it, but she just showed me that That's just a simple thing you can do in the kitchen while you're waiting for something to cook. So this article was saying that this is no snake oil. Whatever your age, there's strong scientific evidence that being physically active can help you lead a healthier and even happier life. Exercising, Omaro, what kind of exercise do you do these days?
Well, I used to be one of them guys that would exercise all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, that was when I was younger, always is. But I used to be one that did a lot of calisthenics. I also did a lot of free weights, and I also played a lot of basketball. In fact, that's why I have issues with my knees to the day from playing so much basketball. But that was a lot of my routine during the day. I would work out with free weights in the morning. Part of that time during the morning I would do free weights, and then the other half I would do basketball, which would sort of loosen me up. You stiff when you get done working out and all your muscles is tight, so I would play some basketball. And then I did the same thing in the afternoon, except I didn't do free weights. I did all calisthenics, so I would do pull-ups, dips, push-ups, crunches, and then basketball again, the second portion of that workout. And then in the evening I just played basketball. So I was doing a lot of calisthenics, a lot of cardio with playing a lot of basketball, and also a lot of free weights as well. So, I was one of the people that enjoyed the workout. I enjoy breaking people as well, making them work out so hard that they just quit.
Wow. Well, I go to the gym. I try to go as regular as possible. It's a funny thing that one of my mentors, when she found out we were moving to Atlanta, Georgia, she was like, "Oh, I really want you to work with my friend. He's a bodybuilder, and he can really help you, Connie." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And it's really strange how God does things. His gym is down the street from where we live. And so I had no way of getting out of working with him. And so I try to go regularly, and I do have to he have me doing the crunches, and he's always talking about cardio, which is so important. And then I do try to do the some strength exercises. So, I don't notice that, I'm losing weight, but a friend of mine just saw me a couple of Saturdays ago at one of our meetings, and she hadn't seen me for a long time. And when she saw me, she was like, "Oh, Connie, you look good. You're losing weight." I'm like, "Really?" She's like, yes, you've lost weight. I was like, "Oh, shoot, I need to keep this up then." So have you had the opportunity to try the Fuel, Omara?
I have not, but I just ran downstairs and grabbed one so I could taste it, because me, myself, personally, I don't like to talk about anything that I haven't tried. So there are other energy shots that I have tried, and none of them are great tasting. I don't know why they don't have flavors like red velvet chocolate cake or Kool-Aid grape or something like that, but they none of them really have a great taste. And I'm not going to say that this has a great taste either, because I don't believe it has a great taste. I just believe that it tastes better than what I've tried. I took a sip of it, and it has that citrus taste, and it's actually a lot lighter than a lot of energy shots that I have tasted before. They're just a little bit more bitter and a little bit more heavier, I think, in the taste.
Well, Coach AJ, I wanted to ask you, okay, can a person do the Fuel, do the Lean, and do the Edge all with Niagen at the same time?
You can. It is very possible. I don't recommend all three of those, because one really by itself accommodates the entire picture.
Okay.
Here's what I would recommend. I would recommend the Edge and working with the Lean together. So I would make a Lean shake and 8 ounce and consume about 4 ounces of it before the workout, having taken a edge before the workout, having had a pre-workout meal. Typically, that's a protein and a green, typically.
Mm-hmm.
And drink about 4 ounces of the protein shake, because you're really trying to amass more muscle, and that's really the purpose of the lean shake in a workout regime.
Mm-hmm.
And so as soon as that workout is complete, you would immediately drink the other 4 ounces to put you back together long enough for you to get home and have just a balanced meal, which would be your green, your protein, and a little bit of rice or a little bit of couscous or a little bit of pasta. When I say little bit, half of your size of your fist or less. That's when I say little bit. Look at measurements. The fuel is one of those training kinds of substances that I use with athletes where that's all they do that day. They only use the fuel, and they use their diet intake as a benefit to them.
Mm-hmm.
So so you have a little bit of break from the lean, and you have a bit of a break from the edge, simply because there is niacin NR in the fuel that is the same that you would receive from taking the niacin with the quick meth on your tongue. So it's just a systematic way of doing things. Can you do all three? You can do all three, but it's like overdone, and you don't really want to do that. You really want to train your body for a certain milligram or milliliter of the substance, and then let it function from there.
Wonderful. That is really marvelous. And we do also have our delicious tasting Montevita. I call it a healthy drink because it's full of vitamins. And today, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat because I have some free samples where you can try some of our wellness products. And if you like and want to purchase, I'll even throw in a $10 off gift card. Go to www.connieradiohost.com. That's www.connieradiohost.com. Or you can call the Connie Reeves Show at 505-652-2107. That's 505-652-2107. And if you are a listener or a regular listener or just a new listener, just give me a call or go to my website so I can send you a free gift to thank you for listening.
You know, ballet is such a basic staple. And many, many people have not had the opportunity to be exposed to it. But I can tell you that the plie is what I was thinking of when you were standing in front of the oven or standing in front of the sink, kind of washing some dishes. You just put your feet wide out and you spread them wide out, the toes opposite of one another, and you just kind of go down and up, and you go down and up. You've got your favorite music on, so the plie. So that's for your quads and that's for your hams. You get a balance between the quadriceps, which is the muscle on top, and then a hamstring, which is the one that's on the bottom, and they working actively, forward, backward, forward, backward, up, down, however you want to look at it. Another item is the plank, and the plank is where you lay on your stomach, then you come up on your forearms and on your toes, so you're parallel to the ground, and the goal is to stay in that position, breathing 30 seconds at a time, 60 seconds at a time, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. That means you can sustain your own body weight, which is key and central to the core of your body, which is your lower back, which we call your lumbar, and your stomach. And when those two can hold you in that position for minutes at a time, that's good for you. That's good for your carriage. That's good for your balance. If you do lunges, that's where you're standing straight up, and you step out as if you're marching in a band, but you land on the ground, and your knee is now at a 90-degree angle to the ground, and you just keep walking one leg after the other. Now, that's a tough one. That's a real tough one, but it's so
like you
good
walking
for
a
you.
tightrope?
Yes. But you're walking, really close to the ground. So you've got your lunges, but those are called lunges. You have your planks, you've got your plies. Some other items that I really encourage people to do is to get one of those bars and put it in the opening of your doorway and do pull-ups. Whether you do tricep pull-ups, which means your palms are not facing you, they're facing away, or you do the bicep pull-up where your palms are facing you. Now, there's one other item that I love that I always ask my advanced athletes to do, and that's called a reverse push-up. And that's where you lay down and put a bar between two chairs. You lay on the ground on your back. You put your hands on the bar about maybe 2 or 3 meters above you, and you pull yourself up to the bar. And we call that a reverse push-up. That's a challenge as well. But it forces you to have balance. Yes. So those are just some basic just using your body movements. There's a series of others, but those, if you can master those over extended periods of time, extended is 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay, so Omari, you ready to get it going with these exercises? What do you think about that?
Absolutely. I'm all about calisthenics. I really love being able to use your own body weight because it works for almost anybody, whether you're very light or if you're a person that has a lot of weight on you. Being able to work with your own body weight is beneficial in getting started, I believe, with any type of workout routine.
Yes, most definitely, and we need to just do more exercises. I was, really taken aback when they took PE out of the schools. I hated it when I was a kid, I was like, oh, man, we got to go to PE. A lot of people like it, but I did not. But then when they took it out, I was like, these kids just sitting in front of the computer, and they don't go out like we used to jump rope, play hopscotch, hide and go seek, dirt ball, you don't see that anymore.
Climbing trees.
We are halfway through the summer, and I have not seen hardly any kids out
Me neither.
My development, and we have a lot of kids here, and quite honestly, half of the summer is going, and it's just really getting to the point where it's getting hot. I'm surprised that I didn't see more kids out this summer.
I mean, we even tried to stay out, till it got dark, or even stay out when it get dark. I have not seen, we've been in this area because we just moved here about 6 months ago. They did have some kind of gathering the first part of the summer, and that's when I saw all the kids. I have not seen them kids since,
There are kids on my block. I do see them out, and I see them playing. I see them riding bicycles. Now, I am grateful for that. I can tell you that.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, divas and gents, guys and dolls, if you would like to try our products, I have some free samples. Please go to www.connieradiohost.com. That's www.connieradiohost.com, or give us a call at 505-652-2107. That's 505-652-2107, and I'll be happy to send you a free sample of your choice. I will give you a choice of what you would like to sample, and if you decide that you like the product, I will throw in a $10 off gift card.
I absolutely believe that it is the best thing for any person to do, especially in this economy where it is today, to be able to position themselves to have extra streams of income coming into their household. So to be able to position yourself as an essential product and service broker with products and services that I believe are essential to most people, many of our services being services people use every month and pay a bill on every month, regardless of what's going on personally and financially. They pay those bills, as well as having products that are healthy products again, I believe that health is wealth. Most
Definitely.
people could be as wealthy as they want to be, but they'll pay every last dollar to have their health back. So
Yes.
I believe we have a gambit of products and services. But for those who are interested in not just getting a sample, because I would advise all of you guys to reach out and get a sample, try the product.
Right.
But what they may be those individuals that are on the line who are looking for an opportunity to position themselves in a position where they can begin to get paid off of products and services that people are purchasing unconsciously every day for 30 days, every month. For the next 30 days, they're going to be using these products and services, and they're going to continue to purchase them if they're feeling good about them. They may want to position themselves to get paid off of a situation like that. And I think that is one of the best decisions you could make. Again, coming from the standpoint that I came from, it was one of the reasons why I got involved with becoming an essential products and service broker, because I believed in the services and I believe in the products. So the way you can do that is, again, get in contact with Miss Connie, and she will give you the information that you need in order to make an informed decision. I think with all of the benefits that come from having a home-based business, from not only being able to create a second source of income coming into your household, but also being able to create a tax shelter for your primary source of income, to be able to get more of your time back, to be able to position yourself to pay off some debt, create a college fund, have more money that is freely flowing through your household. I think with all those benefits, everyone should look into becoming an essential product and service broker. And to be able to do that, you just need to go to the website that Miss Connie Reeves is going to give you. So I'm going to give you a second to get pen and pad so that you can write this website down to get more information on how you can become an essential product and service broker and begin to be able to create income off of some of the products and services that you'll get more information about. So Ms. Connie Reeves, could you give them that website so that they can go and fill out their name and email and position themselves to get more information on being a broker?
We have a HI5 fuel you can try, the energy drink, the HI5 lean, which is the protein shake, the Montevita coffee, and you can get a $10 e-card or gift card to try our HI5 Edge and our HI5 Boost. And you go to the same website. If you want the products, you can fill out your name, your email, your address, and your phone number. And there are other emails that will show you how to become an essential product and service broker. So please go to www.connieradiohost.com. That's www.connieradiohost.com. And we thank you so much for tuning in tonight to learn how to get money, make money, and save money.